Welcome to the fascinating world of Planescape, where today we'll explore perhaps its most enigmatic and cosmopolitan locale, Sigil, the City of Doors. This city is quite literally the center of the multiverse, or at least that's what its residents like to claim. Suspended above the immeasurable spire in the Outlands, Sigil is a metropolis unlike any other, serving as a crossroads for countless planes of existence. Sigil's unique geography is as mind-bending as its politics. The city is shaped like a great torus or donut, curving back on itself so that wherever you look up, you're gazing at another part of the city above. Gravity is oriented towards the inner surface, making for some truly dizzying perspectives. And forget the sky. Overhead, you'll only ever see the city itself. The true magic of Sigil lies in its doors. Known as the City of Doors, Sigil is riddled with portals, some hidden, some obvious, that serve as one-way and two-way gates to nearly any location across the multiverse. But there's a catch. Each portal requires a key, and these keys can be anything: a feather, a secret word, a stolen emotion, or even a particular state of mind. At the heart of Sigil's lore is the Lady of Pain, its enigmatic and fiercely aloof ruler. She appears as a tall, floating woman wreathed in blades, and she tolerates no one's challenge to her authority. Her word is law, and even the gods themselves are barred from entering Sigil. Worship her at your peril. Her mazes await those who displease her. Despite its reputation as a neutral ground, Sigil is anything but peaceful. Its diversity brings friction, as fiends, celestials, and mortals jostle for power, peddle secrets, and barter for information. The city is divided into wards: the Hive, the Market, the Clerk's Ward, the Ladies' Ward, and others, each catering to different aspects of planar life. The Hive Ward is notorious for poverty and crime, teeming with the desperate and dangerous. It's here you'll find the Bleak Cabal's asylum, one of the strangest institutions, where the truly lost and mad gather. Urban legends abound about denizens who wandered in and never left quite the same. The Market Ward, on the other hand, is the bustling mercantile centre, packed with bazaars offering planar curiosities, spells, and forbidden knowledge. Storekeepers here might be tieflings, Githzerai, Modrons, or even stranger beings. If you need a rare component, artifact, or map, this is your best bet. But be sure to haggle carefully. Sigil's society is shaped by its many philosophical factions. Groups like the Harmonium, the anarchic Chaositects, and the cynical Dustmen exert political influence and interpret the city's meaning in wildly different ways. These factions don't just debate metaphysics. Sometimes their ideological conflicts spill into open confrontation. One of Sigil's most intriguing mysteries is the nature of its portals. It's said that every building, alleyway, and archway could be a portal given the right key. Ancient rumors claim some portals lead to forgotten dreamscapes, demiplanes within the Ladies' Mazes, or even the secret heart of the multiverse itself. While the city is famously shielded from direct divine intervention, some claim the Lady of Pain's power is what keeps deities at bay. Petitions to understand her nature or origin inevitably end in frustration or worse. Stories abound of powerful wizards and gods alike being cast into her mazes for overstepping their bounds. Life in Sigil is unpredictable. A Modron bureaucrat might share a drink with a demonic warlord, or a mortal might stumble into a philosophical debate with an immortal. The city's cosmopolitan nature makes espionage, intrigue, and alliances constantly shifting. Trust is rare, and secrets are often more valuable than gold. The city's language is as colourful as its denizens. The locals, called Cagers, use slang unique to Sigil, calling outsiders clueless, referring to the lady as Her Serenity and describing death as being sent to the dead book. Each phrase carries centuries of history and paranoia. Travel to and from Sigil is more complex than you might think. While portals abound, navigation depends on knowing the right key and finding the right archway. Some travelers spend lifetimes seeking a lost portal, or they end up stranded until fortune favors them once more. Legends tell of mighty adventurers arriving by accident, only to change the city's fate. Sigil's architecture is deliberately eclectic. Gothic cathedrals, planar forges, organic towers, and floating bridges crowd tightly together. Architects come from myriad cultures, so a simple walk can take you past rude sod huts and ornate celestial palaces in moments. And remember, any doorway can secretly lead to anywhere. As for food and drink, Sigil's chefs borrow from every plane. You'll find infernal stews, celestial ambrosia, and dishes designed to tantalize visitors from the Feywild, Shadowfell, or Limbo. Some taverns even serve conditional cuisine, meals that require a planar passport or whose flavors shift based on your alignment. The city's history is long and mysterious. Some chronicles suggest Sigil predates much of the multiverse, a relic from before even the current cosmic order. Others believe it spontaneously appeared or was shaped by the lady herself. Even the ancient Bartezu and Tanari squabble about its origins, though few dare try to uncover them. Magic in Sigil is quirky. While most spells function normally, magic that tries to contact deities or manipulate the city's structure fails, often spectacularly. Some wizards think the lady is constantly rewriting the rules of magic within her city, conditioning reality according to her inscrutable will. The city is home to many powerful personalities: planar merchants, renegade angels, scheming arcanoloths, and famous mortals. Names like Shemeshka the Marauder and Fel the Dabus are whispered with fear or reverence. Each possesses secrets that could rock the city or change the course of multiverse politics. The Dabbers, the Lady of Pain's silent servants, communicate only in ever-shifting pictograms called rebuses. They maintain the city, float above the streets, and quietly enforce the lady's edicts. Harm a Dabbus, and you risk the lady's wrath. Few are bold enough to try it twice. Sigil's census is an impossible task. Residents come and go. Races from the Prime Material, the Feywild, Shadowfell, or the lower planes all mingle with planar natives. Planar crossroads is no exaggeration. Here, you might brush shoulders with a mind flayer, a celestial, and a half-orc merchant in a single street. Rumours persist of secret societies beneath Sigil's bustling surface. The Society of Locked Doors, for example, claims to know the location of every forbidden portal. Others whisper that secret portals lead into hidden layers of the city or deep into the Lady's mazes, where ancient knowledge or terror awaits. One of the city's enduring mysteries is why the Lady of Pain tolerates the portals but not gods. Some theorize she draws her strength from the multiverse's movement through Sigil, while others believe she is a sentient personification of the city itself. Scholars endlessly debate these theories, always out of earshot of the Dabbers. Planescape's setting lore emphasizes that Sigil is a place where belief shapes reality. Entire philosophical factions have attempted to literally reshape the city with their ideas, sometimes with disastrous results. The Sensates, for example, believe in experiencing everything, while the anarchists seek to topple all forms of order, including the Lady herself. For adventurers, Sigil can be anything: a hub for planar campaigns, a mysterious home base, or a setting for intrigue and espionage. The right portal could lead anywhere, or nowhere. DMs delight in sending unwary heroes into the city, only to see them caught up in schemes and power plays beyond mortal comprehension. Sigil's most infamous locations are legendary. From the Brass Bazaar to the Great Gymnasium, and from the Hall of Speakers to the Mortuary. Each has its own rules, dangers, and opportunities. Many sites are run by a dominant faction, lending them a flavour as peculiar as the buildings themselves. Even long-time residents don't know all of Sigil's secrets. It's said the city shifts ever so subtly, with new streets or alleys appearing overnight, or portals opening and closing without warning. Some blame the lady, others the city's own whims, while some suspect the influence of powerful relics or dark pacts made long ago. But dungeon masters and players alike, Sigil represents the ultimate narrative sandbox, a place limited only by imagination and the iron will of the Lady of Pain. Here, the deepest mysteries wait just beyond the next portal, and every street corner could open into adventure or disaster. In the end, Sigil defies easy explanation. It is a paradox, a place of infinite possibility, bounded by absolute rule. A hothouse of philosophy, crime, and politics, where anything might happen, yet where the lady's shadow is never far away. Enter Sigil at your peril, but bring your wits, your courage, and most importantly, your portal key. Thank you for joining me on this whirlwind tour of Sigil, the jewel, or perhaps the razor-edged puzzle at the heart of the D&D multiverse. Remember, in the City of Doors, every exit is an entrance somewhere else, and every secret opens yet another gate. Until next time, watch your back and your keys.